Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by Winamp. Subscribe to the Daily GizWiz and all your favorite podcasts with the ultimate media player. Download it for free at winamp.com. Video bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com. It's time for the Daily GizWiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1170 for Friday, September 3rd, 2010, the EnGenius SN-900.
Now, get ready for Dick.
Once a week, a day that comes to celebrate a man with thumbs. He's got two, one on the left, one on the right, and sometimes they keep him up at night in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
And now, here he is, Dick DeBartolo.
Leo, how you doing?
I am very well, Dick. How are you, my friend?
Good. I knew you could make one up. I think you shouldn't do that anymore, but I knew you could
do it. I did it.
I knew you could.
I did. Well, we have to solicit from our great audience more rhymes for the Gadget Warehouse show because I'd like to not have to make them up.
You know, on one show that Tom Merritt did, he did what you did, a Gadget Warehouse Tuesday.
Oh.
Because he had a gadget called the Sound Gizmo.
Oh, I have
that
plenty
made
of old
sound
things.
effects.
I have lots of...
Not nearly as good as the sound effects from yesterday's Think Geek shirt. But it's interesting how people who like gadgets have certain gadgets they can't part with.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
I got a drawer full of them. Drawer full of them.
Yeah. I have a warehouse full of them. I mean, it's kind of a sickness in a way, but there are certain things you can't throw out. I'll
tell you what, if you want to write a poem, a little doggerel, don't make it more than 10 or 12 lines, but you can send it to Dick. No, all right, send it to me. Go ahead. Leo,
send it to Eva.
Send it to Eva. Well, it all goes to her. Send it to Leo at twit.tv, and she will see it, and she will put it in a special place where the sun won't shine, and then I will go there and find it, and I'll go, what the hell is this?
Yeah. And why is she sending me? Eva, stop sending me these things.
What are these?
Why are you sending me poems? What are these things?
I don't want poems. Hey, somebody's actually in the chat room has one here. There once was a gadget from Nantucket who, maybe not. We'll stay out of that one.
Yeah.
Steven 3X says, I have a very nice sister. I do. That Eva that we talk about is my sister, Eva Laporte.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And she lives in on the East Coast. She lives in Rhode Island, but she works for me going through my mail. And as long as she keeps paying me, she can keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems only fair. Dick, what is your warehouse gadget today?
The warehouse gadget, now the company is still around. I don't know if you've bought anything from them. The company is called EnGenius.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I've ever bought anything, but I certainly know the name. Yeah.
Okay, EnGenius. All right, so back in CES 1999, they introduced the EnGenius SN-900 Ultra.
Oh, it's Ultra.
Which they claimed was the longest range cordless phone and two-way radio system with a range of 5 miles.
Oh, just what I want. Have you ever done that, by the way? Because we're so used to cell phones. I'll be on the cordless phone in the house, and I'll actually walk out the door on the phone, get in the car, and drive away. Have you ever done that?
No.
Well, you don't have a car.
I don't have a car, and I don't have a door.
But it's an easy thing to do by accident.
Oh, you mean, and then it suddenly just goes dead?
Yeah, and you realize...
Well, you must have a great cordless phone that works out till you pull out of the driveway.
Well, yeah, most of them will go that far, but it's kind of embarrassing when you realize, oh, that wasn't a cell phone I just walked out of the house with.
Well, something worse is, have you ever tried to dial your TV remote?
No, have you?
Yes, I have I have so many cell phones, so many remotes, and I'll be talking to someone and I go, let me find out. And I pick up a remote and I go, oh, this doesn't look like a keypad at all. But I mean, I haven't tried dialing, but I've certainly picked up a remote and thinking I picked up the cell phone. Well, anyway, the EnGenius SN-900 was a 900 megahertz cordless phone that they claimed that their independent laboratory tests over open water got a signal out for 5 miles. And I thought, you know what? If I got one of these, I have a boat on the water. This is way before cell phones. And I always thought, boy, if I had a phone that reached across the river to the marina where I gas up, I could be making phone calls all the way across to get gas and call
5
people.
miles is a long way.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, it didn't do it for me.
Oh.
I actually even bought the outdoor antenna because it said if you want ultimate range. And now they were claiming that they got that range because their phone was 630 milliwatts, whereas most phones were using 260 milliwatts. So they were claiming that theirs was more than twice the power of other phones. I did get a couple miles away. I could get in the boat. Someone standing on the roof of my houseboat could talk. It was kind of like you in the car. We would keep talking back and forth and back and forth.
Now they have not stopped. They now have upgraded.
No, they now have
the Duraphone 1X phone system.
Oh, okay, and they're wildly expensive. Does it give a price there?
Oh, that's
this
interesting.
This phone was, I think, $500.
But it's for like $549. But it's for like warehouses and stuff.
They're for warehouses.
You know what? It's a walkie freaking talkie. That's what it is.
Oh, I think they actually coined that term.
The walking freaking talkie?
Talkie.com. If you go there, you'll...
It provides two-way radio or broadcast between handsets independent of the base. So it's a walkie-talkie that has a phone connection.
Oh, okay. And
That's
they're big. Well,
yeah.
I'm looking at the pictures that you're putting up there. By the way, don't forget you can watch the Daily GizWiz in a video version.
Really? How can you do that?
Oh, Leo, you could. First of all, I meant to mention Roku Box is working perfectly.
Oh, is
today.
it? Okay.
I mean,
we may have found a better connection.
Lag, but it has been on. I've been on TWiT since 2 this afternoon, and it has not gone down once.
We have been working very hard, and I think Roku, actually the folks at MediaFly who are providing that, probably have finally decided, because we...
And also Brian was up to the office. Brian Jackworth.
Jacket, yeah, from was he here from Roku? Did he come
from Roku? He was up at MAD 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I love Brian.
And I said, Brian, we love the Roku box.
It's not the Roku. It's not the Roku, and it's not MediaFly.
Awesome.
It's what we're giving to them, and we've been working on improving our stream. It's coming from one of our providers. I don't want to name names. It's not their fault, but it's but we need a better stream that we can then put on the Roku. And by the way,
you and I
also
personally have been talking louder to try and
that
help
helps.
in that.
And I'm moving less. I don't know if you've noticed.
Too.
Yeah.
Me too. I thought it was age, but then I found out John, one of your engineers, said, no, Leo's moving slower just so that he can keep the stream.
For the stream.
That's good.
The iPad and iPhone app also, I think, get their video from the same place. So they're all suffering, and we're working hard to make that better because we want you to be able to watch on the Roku Live as well as on the phones. You know, I mean, that's really cool.
And also, I've been doing a lot of this so that you can't notice if the lip movements are off or not. And that helps, too.
Yeah. Yeah, lip sync, forget it. Yeah, we're just going to eliminate mouths from our show from now on. All the shots will be just,
yeah, we'll just turn back. We'll just turn away from the camera.
Yeah. Back ahead.
So anyway, the company's still around, but I'm amazed. So they're still making phones.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went back doing some research and found a Forbes magazine from like 2000 where it seemed that they'd only sold 4,000 of these units. So,
well, that's plenty. At $500 each, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Very good.
EnGenius.
Do you have one still?
No. You know what? I had a pair of them, and a friend of mine had a pair of them, and he's a tinkerer, and his broke. And I said, I don't use mine anymore. Take them all apart. You have a brain. You can probably put these together and make one working phone. So I don't have it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
okay. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I probably should push a button here, shouldn't I? Shall I?
Yeah, I would.
Look, I push a button, they sing. It's amazing. And now, here's a letter from Dick.
Brian Drake. Everything is so themed. My letters are so themed this week. I have a gadget suggestion. I don't know if it should go in the gadget warehouse as what were they thinking idea, or this is a total con job idea. The gadget I'm talking about goes by the name the Sci-Phone or the i9 phone, and you can find it at places like Deal Extreme and eBay at prices ranging from $50 to $100. I think I got something awful from Deal Extreme myself. It looks identical to an iPhone.
I'm sure there's a shot for that.
It looks like an iPhone. They claim it has the same functionality. I've had it for 2 months now, and I can say that's not the least bit true.
Oh, dear.
The Sci-Phone looks like a good bargain. You get an unlocked cell phone, batteries, wall charger, built-in FM radio, a tuner, Bluetooth, dual SIM card support. For folks like myself who can't afford $60 a month for the cost of an iPhone, seemed like a great deal. That was, of course, until you actually get your Sci-Phone. Mm-hmm. The first thing you discover, why they give you 2 batteries. In standby mode, if you get 9 hours, you're lucky. For talk time, no point mentioning it because the audio quality is so poor, it makes the iPhone 4 seem like a landline. It doesn't matter if you use the headset or the Bluetooth one, the quality rates below that of an empty can and some string. This man does not like this. There's something really disturbing, and this knocks me out. There's something disturbing about the phone. If you happen to have a SIM card inserted, the phone will, shortly after midnight, attempt to send a text message to an unknown number.
Really?
No matter what settings you have for the phone, you cannot read the contents of the text. This sounds bizarre, doesn't it?
This doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't. Picture quality is poor with the camera.
I'm surprised it works at all, to be honest. Why even?
Yes, I know. I know. It only the only network in the U.S. is T-Mobile, but it refuses to use my prepaid account. And even better, the phone damaged my AT&T SIM card, so I can only use it in the Sci-Phone and not the AT&T phone I was using. There's more horror stories, but I'll stop now. Just warn people that might actually want to buy the i9 phone.
Oh, I could have told him that. Come on. Yeah. That's obvious.
Okay. Well, yeah, you pretty much know that if you can get an iPhone-like thing for $100 or $50.
Right. Reminds me of, you live in an area you can get some great knockoffs. I remember it down in, it's where is it? It's
Canal Street?
Canal Street.
Yes.
And you go down and get $5 watches and stuff. And I'll never forget, I got a lovely, what was it? A Piaget watch, I think. It was beautiful. Yes. And the only reason I knew it was a knockoff is because they spelled Geneva with a J.
Yes, exactly.
But every other respect, fabulous. But you figure you're getting...
And then, yes, I got a Casio.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, the guy said, when you get home, it was a wine watch. So then when I got home, they had the hands over the O of Casio. When I got home and the hands moved, it was the Casio.
Close.
Yeah, close. Yeah, they used to do the same with the Rolexes. They would have the hands over the R of the. It'd be the Rolex logo, except when you got home, it was the Lolex.
Lolex, the Colex. Yeah.
The Colex.
Yeah. No, if you're getting an iPhone for, no money from China, I think you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screwed, mainly.
Yeah, mostly. Dick, what a fun week it's been. I always enjoy it. I know that pretty soon you're going to be facing bringing in the boat, but I hope you enjoy at least a little more sailing time in September.
I had a great week. I ran up the Palisade State Park and gassed up the boat. And I said to the woman, "Can you walk to that little restaurant and on the water?" And she said, "You can." I said, "Any chance of leaving my boat?" She said, "We're having a very slow day.
You could do anything you want."
Yeah, just move your boat a little to the side of the gas dock. So I walked around the Palisades. It's really great.
Have you ever gone up the Hudson? I mean, how far up the Hudson have you gone?
Canada.
No, all the way.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I've never driven a car much, but I have boated from the Bahamas to Canada.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah,
the Hudson is so beautiful. I mean, we were up there, as you know, dropping off Abby for college. And it's just stunning. It's just gorgeous.
It is really beautiful. Way up there, there's a couple of lighthouses on the Hudson, a couple of heavy houses. I thought I'd do that before you did.
And you go.
Bard is near. How far from the Hudson is Bard?
It's right on the Hudson.
It is on the Hudson.
It's on the Hudson. You can see the Hudson. You can actually go touch it.
Wow.
In fact, what's interesting, the Amtrak goes up that way as well, and the Amtrak tracks are actually kind of almost in the Hudson at that area.
That is a spectacular. In the dead of winter, I always take either Amtrak or Metro North up just to show the Hudson River, even though I can't have a boat in this cold weather. I am coming up to see how beautiful you are, even in the dead of winter.
Well, if you go up past Rhinecliff, the Rhinecliff station is the closest station to the college. And so as you go past Rhinecliff, the track kind of veers away from the land, and I guess there must be some land there, but it's I guess there's a lagoon on one side and the river on the other side, and it looks like you're going right through the water. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is amazing. Yeah. There have been a few times where the Hudson has overflowed Amtrak's tracks.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, few and far between, but it is a great way to see the Hudson.
I can't wait to go up there in the winter. We will.
I bet Abby can.
Yeah, poor Abby. She doesn't know yet. Why not? She'll find out.
Chilly.
A little bit chilly. Dick, thanks for a great week. Enjoy what's left of your summer in September, and we'll see you next time on the Daily GizWiz.
I'll be here.
DAIL. Why? It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz.
It makes its own gravy.
Yeah.